This is day 7 of vlogging my calisthenics workouts, and today we're going to be working out at the gym just for some new scenery. And I'm actually a little bit nervous because I've never filmed at the gym before, and it's a little bit awkward just having a bunch of people watch me film myself, but I mean, who really cares, right? So we'll get straight into it. I already have plenty of people watching me through my videos, so we'll get right into it. We're going to be doing some planche work today, some one-arm handstand. We'll start off with the one-arm handstand stuff, do a few of those drills, and then get right into planche. We want a really good day for planche. 4-second hold, that's the goal. Got my first 3-second hold last week, and we've got 2 of them now, so should be able to get it. Stay tuned and keep watching if you want to see that 4-second hold. Like usual, we're going to get into the one-arm handstand by doing some side-to-side lanes. We'll do stuff on the wall, and then we'll do stuff off the wall, and then after that, we'll get into some actual holds, so we'll just get straight into it. One-arm handstand is definitely the most frustrating skill that I've ever had to learn, just because it takes so much balance and you can't force yourself with strength to be able to learn it. So I know that's not my strength. I know that I have it. So it's just really frustrating when you can't do it because it's all about balance. It's the same thing for you guys that are just learning regular handstands. But the thing about it is that the more that you do it, the easier it gets. Just like a baby walking. The more that a baby starts to walk, I mean, it's super hard at first, but eventually, I mean, that baby grows up into an adult human person and can walk just as normally as everyone else, right? And so if you're on your hands as much as a baby is on their feet, you're going to learn that handstand super fast. And I understand that one-arm handstand is the exact same way. I just need to be getting in all of this volume pretty soon here. I should be able to hold them consistently, 4 or 5 second holds, right hand and left hand. Just give me a couple of months. Obviously, just getting in volume work right now. We get a good few holds every once in a while here. But again, nothing super great just because it's tough and it's frustrating, but got to get past that. All right, we're going to get straight into it. We're feeling pretty good. I think that we're going to be able to get that 4-second hold. I know that we're going to be able to get that 4-second hold. You see, the thing about calisthenics is if you tell yourself that you can't do something, then it's going to make it that much harder to do it. And more than likely, you're not going to get there. But if you keep telling yourself that you can do it, it's like the dumbest thing to say this out loud, but it actually works. If you just say that you can do it, then you're going to get that much closer to being able to perform whatever skill it is that you say that you can do, and it will help you a lot mentally. And the mental will transfer over to the physical. And so I'm telling myself right now, 100%, I believe it. I'm going to get a 4-second hold today. And so we're going to do, today's just holds for planche. So we're going to do 3 sets of full planche holds, and then we're going to do 6 seconds of max intensity planche lean just in between those. And then after that, we'll get into straddle planche holds. We'll get into one leg planche holds, and then probably do some advanced tuck, and then we'll go from there. That first set felt pretty good. The only problem was my abs weren't fully activated, and so you saw my abs were the first to go and they came down rather than me falling forward from lack of shoulder strength. So I just worked on my abs for a second, did a couple of warm-up exercises for them. Hopefully that helps. I have realized recently though that my abs are a little bit weak for the planche, and that's a great realization because now I know I need to work on it and I know how to work on it. But for right now, we're going to see if that warm-up was good enough for me to be able to hold this 4-second planche right here. But we're getting it. This is the one right here. What I noticed on that last hold or attempt of a hold was that my shoulders started giving out first, and that's because my body wasn't, the first time my body was a little bit higher. The second time it was better form, my body was flat, it was parallel to the ground, and because of that, it put more pressure on my shoulders. So they started giving out at first, but then in the very end, they held, and it was my abs, it was my lower half, they gave out and fell and hit the ground first. And so my shoulders aren't quite there yet for, a long planche, but my abs are a little bit weaker for the planche than they should be. And so that's really what's holding me back the most. I'm going to be working on these two things a ton, though, over the next few weeks. Shoulders, obviously, front delts, and then abs. Too. I feel like more than anything, you got to work on the shoulders just because the shoulders take longer to get stronger. They're a much smaller muscle than the abdominals, but the abs should come pretty fast. I feel like if I get that soon, I should be able to hold, 4-second planche pretty easy at that point. So not easy, but a lot easier with pretty good form. And then with the abs, should be able to. Not the abs, with my shoulders, we should be able to get those decently strong in the next month or two. Not that they aren't strong, but they need to be conditioned more for planche. And I've been training planche, 3 times a week for the last maybe only 2 or 3 weeks. Before that, it was once or twice. So with all this extra volume, we should be able to get pretty advanced quickly. Be able to do presses and push-ups and planche soon here. So I'm going to give it my last attempt on this full planche, and we'll see how everything goes. No, you're okay. You're okay. Yeah, it's definitely the abs that are weak that's holding me back. So I'm going to be doing some work on that today. We're going to kill the abs so that that weak point becomes a strong point. The boxes that I just used for that planche looking move, it's called box planche. And you can use parallettes for it as well. You got to have higher parallettes off the ground, and then you just place them along your shoulders down to your hands. And you can do it with box jump boxes like I just did. And essentially what it does is it takes away a lot of the shoulder strength. I mean, you still need something to be able to hold on in straight arm strength, but it takes away a lot of that strength, so then you can focus on the lower half of your body and your abs, making sure that they stay up for the planche. So that's what I'm going to be hitting a lot more of to make sure that my abs get more conditioned for full planche. We're going to finish off the rest of the workout with a bit of a lift. We're going to do some bench press today. We're going to do 2 sets. We've loaded up the bar decently heavy, 225. It's pretty good weight, especially considering I'm probably about 165 right now. And so we're going to try and get this a minimum of 8 times, but we'll see. We'll see how we feel after that planche workout. Took a lot out of me, but after 2 sets of bench, we're going to go over and do some work for shoulders and maybe some triceps. We'll see. But I like to get in a lot of shoulder work just because it helps with planche. And you can target specific parts of the shoulder to strengthen your planche. So I'll show you guys some of those workouts after we get this bench done real quick. Bench was actually feeling pretty good today. Was surprised I got 9 reps at 225 after my entire planche workout. My max I've ever done of 225 has been 9, but that's the great thing about calisthenics is your strength just keeps going up, even when you're not specifically working or targeting on lifting. And so that was nice to see that that's gone up, or at least is the same as my max. I feel like I could have gotten one more. I was just a little bit scared to try for it without a spotter because I didn't have anyone there and I didn't want to fail and be stuck there. So anyways, we're going to do 2 more lifts, and these are both going to be for the shoulders. We're going to do, I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but I call them lying planche flies, like lying on the floor, planche flies. And you'll see exactly what that looks like. And it's to work on protraction, as well as just that motion of the planche with the shoulders, the front delts. And so after we do that, we'll do 2 sets of those, max burnout on them, and we're gonna actually do a form burnout. So as soon as the form goes to crap, then we're gonna end it there. We'll do 1 more exercise, and that's going to be just regular shoulder raises, and then we'll do 2 sets of that, max burnout on those, and we're done. All right, guys, that's the end of the workout. Hope you guys enjoyed. Over the course of this video, we got to look over some of my own personal weaknesses and how to overcome them, how to make those weaknesses into strengths. And so if you guys want to learn those sorts of things, the little tips that you can take from what I'm doing and then apply to yourselves, then go ahead, keep follow, subscribe, like, share, comment, all those great things. I'll see you guys in the next one.